light tank 12 mission for T-55A. This one is a tricky one, and the main reason why so, because you cannot be spotted while your allies are doing 1,500 damage to the enemy vehicles. Funny fact, I kind of completed that mission from the first try, but in the end of the day I died because pretty much I bounced the shot, right? Unlucky happens, and after that I needed like 5 tries to finish it, right? So it's not the mission with which you are going to deal like this from the very first try. Obviously, you need to get a better spotting map like Kempinovka, Prokhorovka, Westfield, or wherever you can spot and you know where you can spot. Now, the tip for this, I would highly recommend to play with something what has great camo rating, right? So even British light tanks can work. Try to avoid American light tanks overall because they are not having the best abilities to spot. Higher tier obviously will work better because there is more hit points in the game, so you can deal with this so much easier. Looking into the higher tier tanks, let's say from the tier 10s, everything can work. You can do this with every single vehicle, but I would avoid the Sheridan, for example. I don't really think it is a great tank to deal with this mission. From the tier 9s, I would avoid T-49. Other than that, everyone can do this mission. Overall, maybe Ferraris are also not the greatest idea, just because with Ferrari overall you are spotting when going through the middle of the field. This is important thing to say, so I would try to avoid them. And overall, obviously you can do that with the tier 8s or even tier 7s. And for this mission I am going to play with Spitz. It is not the most competitive tank by any shape or any form, but we can complete this, and I thought, why the heck not to play with the lower tiers overall, right? And this is how I did it. So, in what map we are playing, fellas? We are playing in Murovanka. In this replay you are going to see a magical bush. But please do not share that with others. We still want to keep this bush as a secret. So looking into all of this, how we are starting the game, I am thinking about going and spotting for our team, but looking what our team is doing, I am thinking, hell no, we have Indian Panzer and turning like a boat. I am done, I am gone, see you never. And now you might think, Skill, but what are you going to do in this kind of situation? Fellas, everything is in control, okay? We are going to knock this tree, we are going to move our fat ass into the bush, and we are going to spot. As you can see, our mission is straightforward. All we need to do, we need to spot 1,500 damage while remaining unspotted and survive the game. Obviously, surviving the game in this kind of situation might be a bit complicated and not so great, especially if I am going to get unspotted, but I thought, why the heck not? Why not to take a risk it for the biscuit situation in this kind of way, right? Obviously, we have our T-34-85 who decided to make a hardcore pressure, and that wasn't the finest decision by this guy, and for a good measure, I decided to shoot the Leo. I know, how could I? You know, I like to live on the edge, if I can say so. Just like our T-34-85 did, and he got banged like there is no tomorrow. By the way, we are not thinking about relocating from here. We are feeling very, very well, and we are just simply sitting in the bush. I remember this replay like it would be 3 minutes ago. I had a conversation with the people on the stream while I am completing this mission, and I think I even said, let's risk it for the biscuit and let's deal with this, you know, and then we was answering the questions or whatnot. That's what we have done, and this is how we are going to get plenty of assisting damage. At this point, I do not have any silly goose thoughts of shooting enemies. This would be just simply stupid. And as you can see, enemy Viper, I meant to say Viper, I apologize. He is trying to make quite a bit of pressure, and it doesn't really work for him that well since he have lost most of his hit points. Meanwhile, we can see the Cover 2 appearing, Tiger 1 appearing, Panzer appearing, guard making pressure. This is looking like a juicy performance, if you would ask me. Now, looking into this position, as you can see, I am properly sitting in the bush and I am just relaxing. And even though there is a Leo who is going through the side of ours and he is 130 meters away, it changes for shit. It doesn't really matter whatsoever. And from this position, why this position is so damn great and why am I using it? Because whenever enemies will try to go like this over there, right, they are going to get spotted by us. And this is exactly what we are looking for. Speaking about the good things, as you can see, we have completed our mission already, and if you are wondering, am I looking into my game screen? I don't. I am actually having conversation with the people. We are speaking about the life and we are speaking about me being bad at the game. This is how the things are looking like. Even though everything is looking great for us currently, right, we completed the mission, everything is fine, everything is Gucci. By the way, you saw his eyes, you saw how he was looking at me. For a second, even my ass felt dead. So luckily he wasn't brave enough to go for a blind shot, so this is hip hip hooray. Anyways, as you can see, even though we are done with a primary condition, we still need to survive. What that basically means, we need to be smart and we simply need to hold as much as we can. You know, we do not want to risk it for the biscuit against the Cover 2. Cover 2 will look into my side, Cover 2 will and I will go back to the garage. And the worst thing of... I think he hates his game. The worst thing of all this, obviously, is Cover 2 has laser accuracy. Even though on the paper it looks like it is horrible, in reality it is not. So now hopefully this bush will help you a lot whenever you need to defend your base, right? Obviously there is alternative bushes from where you can spot, for example, bush over there or even knock down this over there. But the main reason why I decided not to play neither in this bush, neither in this bush, I can knock at the tree, or neither knocking the tree over there, is because I want to stay away from the enemies. This is the most important thing. And at this point we can relocate. This Cover 2 is saying, Igor, I cannot make pressure. It is very, very bad. Yes, I completely missaying it. This is what I am getting for reading chat too much. You know, as a professional internet beggar, fellas, I am accepting my responsibility and I am putting the blame on the chat. That's what we are doing here. Good. Very, very good. Obviously, this is completely unnecessary for me to get involved. If you have the situation, you completed the mission in this way, please, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, keep this in mind. You do not need to go in front and do absolutely anything, okay? All I needed to do in this situation is obviously to go somewhere safe and to enjoy myself. But I thought I can make it look better, I can do more things, and I can simply punish enemies for their mistakes and for their stupidity. And this is exactly what I have done. Now, speaking about the last Cover 2, this is once again quite silly thing for me to go involved and to try to make a bit of pressure. It is completely unnecessary. Mission is completed. Our team is winning. Hip hip hooray. We do not need to go in front. And guess what? I am going in front. Silly, silly, silly raccoon skill. Silly raccoon. You need to steal that assisting damage on damage dealt, right? That's what you need to do. Obviously, I'm being quite smart. I am not going through the open field straight for him. I am pretty much trying to figure out where he is at first, and after that we can spank him. And once again, this is risky play, fellas. This is definitely risky play from my side, considering I need to survive, but... Yeah, he gave up on life. He said, I took 4 for the team from Marta, and now Spitz wants to kill me. Hell no. Anyways, let's teleport into the scoreboard, shall we? And the funniest thing of all this, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, is we could have this score by literally moving 100 meters from our spawn. This is the score. This is what we would have. Anyways, 5,000 damage, 300 damage dealt. Top by experience, definitely not top by the damage. And in the end of the day, we traveled like 2 kilometers. Not bad whatsoever. Plus, if it is not enough, we made some profits as well. Hip hip hooray. Thank you very much for serving us, Mr. Spitz. And once again, fellas, for this mission, you could do this mission in many vehicles, and I hope that it helped you to understand how you can do this, especially if it is a struggle for you. If it is a struggle for you, feel free to use the index page. Just type whatever light tank name, right? And videos are going to be in the right side corner. So hopefully you will see how to master your light tanks. And now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a great time, and I hope that was informative. And see you very soon. Skill is out for now. Peace.